Hey nurse friends, welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the echo. As you can see, my apartment's still pretty empty. So today was my first day of orientation. Today was my first day of orientation at the hospital I'll be working at. And overall, it was pretty boring, I'm not gonna lie. It was just basic things that every new employee needs to know when starting to work for a hospital. So they went through risk management, HIPAA, social media protocol. What else did we go through? We went through safety and security, who we should contact if there's an incident, what numbers to call if we need to file an incident report or report something. The legal team came in and spoke briefly with us about getting deposed, because more than likely in our careers as nurses, we will run into a situation where we're asked to testify in a court for various reasons. So basically telling us that that's what the legal team is there for, as well as a couple other things. And what else did we do? I took my badge ID photo, but I won't get my badge until tomorrow. And yeah, I definitely was struggling to stay awake. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it to you guys and say that it was super exciting, because it wasn't, but I'm still glad I went. I was able to get out of the house, and tomorrow is another day of this. This orientation was for all hospital staff that got hired, so not just registered nurses, but like CNAs, phlebotomists, EMTs, surgical techs, and even some other non-clinician positions. So it was just kind of like a mosh posh of everyone. I haven't met anyone who's working on my unit thus far, but I did meet a lot of cool people that'll be working on different levels at the hospital that I'm working at. And what else can I say? Yeah, so we're gonna be doing pretty much more presentations from different departments within the hospital tomorrow, and Wednesday through Thursday is orientation for licensed professionals, so LPNs and registered nurses and whatever other healthcare professionals that require a license. We'll be having our own orientation Wednesday through Thursday, and that's when I will be required to wear scrubs. So today and tomorrow I wore and am wearing business professional, more like business casual, honestly. And Wednesday through Friday I'll be more comfortable wearing scrubs. But yeah, it was a really basic day. I don't really have much to report, but I did want to let you guys know how today went. And so I will come back tomorrow with more information. I'm just gonna include my first week of orientation in one long video, because it makes no sense to upload 3-minute videos every day. Like, no one's gonna sit there and watch that every single day. So yeah, so far so good. Anyways, I'm gonna stop being self-absorbent, and I will see you in my next video tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, so today was day 2 of orientation, and of course, as you can tell, I'm home by now. So yeah, day 2 is a little bit more interesting than day 1. We went over benefits, payroll, history of the hospital, things like that, just basic stuff. And then I got my employee ID, and if you want to see it, if you follow me on Instagram, then I'll put it on my Instagram story, and I'll probably upload it to my Snapchat. Today I was able to meet some more of the nursing staff on my floor. We had lunch with them, which is cool. And tomorrow we're gonna go over training and things like that. The facility I'll be working at does use Epic, and so we have to get trained on that, and more information about getting our certifications done, like ACLS. And then because I'm working in the critical care department, I have to do some additional coursework. So there's that, lots to do, but I'm excited. I'm a little homesick, I'm not gonna lie, but hopefully it gets better with time. But that was day 2, and I will check back tomorrow. Okay, hey guys, so today is Today's Wednesday, right? Let me double check. Okay, so today is April the 6th. I did not make a video yesterday because I was kind of overwhelmed from orientation, and I had a midterm for my online nutrition class, which I did fine in. So nutrition is going well, by the way. But yeah, yesterday was pretty overwhelming. Like, this whole week has been an orientation for the hospital that I'm working at. And okay, I had to switch positions because my arm got tired. So this entire week has been an orientation for my new position, and I'm just telling you guys this so if you just so you can get an idea of what the orientation phase has been like for me. So basically the way it was split up was that we had orientation Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. The first 2 days, which was Monday and Tuesday, was an orientation for anyone that the hospital hired. So it was RNs, patient care techs, CNAs, HR, personnel staff, whomever, like everyone pretty much was at this orientation. And this is where they just gave like an overview of what it is like to be an employee at this hospital. So that was Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday is when we started more or less like our nursing orientation, which I'm just like, the things that we learned on Thursday, they like literally the stuff that we did Monday and Tuesday could have been done on one day. And I don't know, I feel like they could have merged all that information that we learned in 3 days into maybe a day and a half and made it way more fluid, but they didn't. But anyways, yesterday, which was Wednesday, was more nursing related. We went over ethics, we went more into depth over our benefits, 401ks, a credit union. We went over tuition reimbursement, and honestly I can't remember what else we went over. And then I basically signed a whole bunch of papers so that I could get access to the Pyxis, access to different places that I need to get on my floor. So there was a lot of paperwork signing, and there were a lot of presentations. We had some like a nurse expert come in who deals with legal affairs to help us make sure that we know why documentation is so important, because it can come back and bite you later. I think she said something like, your notes are the legal witness that never dies. So it's very important that you document correctly and you document clearly and well, because it may not seem like a big deal when you're like rushing or whatever, but God forbid you get deposed months, maybe even years later, and you can't remember what you did that day, and all you have are your notes, and your notes are crappy or confusing or poorly written, or it's gonna suck. So that was great. So that was yesterday in a nutshell. And then at the very end, we had the director of the actual nurse residency program come in and basically explain what was expected of us as nurse residents. And I gotta tell you guys, your girl was very overwhelmed. Like, I knew that joining a nurse residency program was going to be a commitment, and I knew that I was basically going to be committing to being a nurse while still attending some type of classwork part-time, in addition to whatever classes I had to take for my unit. But it was really intense. For the most part, I'm going to be on orientation for about 16 weeks, and one day out of the week, every week up until July, I have to have meetings with my nurse residency cohort. And after July, we have to meet up once a month until March of 2018. And then March of 2018, I'll officially have my 1-year anniversary as a nurse at this hospital, as well as graduate the nurse residency program and kind of just, you know, be on my own. Kind of just, you know, like, I won't necessarily be a no-vice nurse anymore, which technically I still will be, but you get what I'm saying. When she put it all in calendar form, and you know, that's just one aspect of it. I still have specific days I have to meet up with my clinical preceptor. I still have different hospital orientations I'm required to go to. There are a lot of expectations. I don't know how to say that. So it was definitely a little bit overwhelming. It was definitely an eye-opener. And I kind of can see why some new nurses would stray away from joining a nurse residency program because it is very much a time commitment. It's just not something that you can kind of just, hey, I'm just gonna do this for a little while and I'll be good, bye. No, it is a commitment, and there are repercussions if you don't follow the rules. So it's pretty serious, guys. It's pretty serious. I'm not trying to deter you guys saying don't join a nurse residency program. I'm just trying to, you know, give you the tea, let you know it's real, that it's not all sunshine and rainbows and butterflies when it comes to a commitment like this. But I'm still really happy with my decision so far. I'm getting along with a lot of the people that are coming in with me. I'm really excited. I made a couple of friends. I met 2 other people I'm gonna work with on my unit. We're all working nights, and so far so good. So that was yesterday. And then today was the first day that we actually went to the hospital, but we weren't, you know, like on our units. We just kind of went to a classroom at the hospital, and basically we're going over EPIC training, which is the system that we will be using to chart with while we're on the floor. So, and tomorrow we'll have day 2 of EPIC training. Is 2 days, and then I think I have to like pass a test or something, I don't know. And then I have some more classroom training that I need to do. There are a lot of modules. Girl, it's like school all over again a little bit, but just, you know, I don't know. I'll come back again tomorrow with more information on how that day went, but so far so good. It's kind of weird, you know. It's just really weird that, you know, I'm actually a nurse now. Like, I've spent so long imagining this and like saying, okay, I can't wait till I'm like an RN, I'm a registered nurse, and I'm actually saving lives, and got into nursing school, got through nursing school, passed the NCLEX, got a job, and it's finally feeling a little real, I guess. Like when I got my badge and it said like RN, I was like, whoa. And then, you know, when I wore scrubs to the hospital today and I have my ID badge on, and patients are coming up and they're asking me questions like, hey, can you like point me here or there, and like just random things like that. Like today, I don't have my car up here, which, yeah, your girl's carless. I have to stack up some funds before I get a car. So for now, I'm just Ubering, and actually hasn't been very expensive. I think I've been saving more money Ubering than taking public transportation, which is fine with me. But the point of me mentioning that is I've had 2 of my Uber drivers say, oh, you're a nurse at this hospital, and they'll ask me a question, and I have, you know, I may not know the entire answer, but I can actually help people. And I guess I'm still transitioning from thinking of myself as a student nurse to really living as a registered nurse, which still it doesn't feel weird to, you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's still a little surreal, I guess, you know, like even though I'm in class with other seasoned nurses and I'm helping them and they're helping me, it's still surreal for me to think that I'm actually a registered nurse. But I don't know if that came out right. Whatever. Things are going well. I am getting acclimated to Atlanta. Still ain't got no furniture. And you know, things are looking up, you know. I don't know, I'm happy. I'm in a good mood right now. Yeah, guys, it gets better. This is for all my nursing students out there, for all my subscribers that have been messaging me saying that, you know, they've been having trouble with the NCLEX, or they're really worried about the NCLEX, or they're really worried about school. You will get through it. Things get better. Like, things get better. Life after nursing school is definitely looking up. And this is like something that's common between all of the people that I have that are in my like cohort right now. Like, we're all talking about how difficult nursing students, you know, like nursing students really can relate to each other a lot. You know, I'm not from Atlanta, so most of the people that I am in these classes with are from Georgia somewhat, and we can still relate on so many levels, talking about HESI, ATI, the NCLEX, getting through school, clinicals, clinical instructors. There's just a common thread between it. You know, we've all had to struggle for this, and we all can just be happy that we've got to this point, you know, young or old. Don't let nursing school beat you. You can do it. and I know you can if no one else can. Even if you don't think you can, I know you can. So keep pushing. What else can I say? Thank you to all my new subscribers. I am a tad bit lonely out here, seeing as I only have, you know, 2 friends and no family. So my YouTube family has kind of become like my surrogate family. Like when someone comments or like messages me, it kind of reminds me of home because it's familiar. So, and I really mean it. It's not just I'm not saying it just to say it, but all right, I'm getting off. All right, y'all.